Model AAC without expectation. 5.5.
Modeling AAC without expectation of a response is not intuitive. After all, it's our AAC learner that needs to use AAC. How can we expect them to learn if there is no expectation for them to use it? This is exactly the conundrum we are going to explore in this video. First, it takes months and years for speaking children to learn to speak and to gain command of language. Many AAC learners also require months and years to experience the language capacity of their AAC devices before they engage or show proficiency with their tools. Therefore, modeling AAC cannot be contingent on our AAC learner also using AAC. Let me say that again. Given what we know about language development, modeling AAC cannot be contingent on our AAC learner also using AAC. Secondly, no response is not exactly fair. We may need to adjust our expectations. As we've discussed previously, AAC learners communicate in many ways, so instead of assuming they aren't communicating when they don't do it in the way that we want or expect, with AAC, really, we need to pay attention to how they are communicating. Often noticing becomes an opportunity to keep the conversation going. Thirdly, modeling AAC does more than just teach the linguistic skill of using words. We show our personality, we share what is important to us, and we follow social rules when we engage with others. And the relationship is paramount. As such, compliance-based interactions and power struggles related to expectations to use AAC must be avoided when supporting emergent communicators and language learners. We can, when we show them how their AAC works in real life, invite them to engage with us with their AAC, but do not require them to do so. Creating low-pressure interactions in which a response is not required happens when we respect their boundaries, honor their level of confidence, or acknowledge their interest in the interaction. We accept them as a communicator, however they choose to engage, and seize ample opportunities to speak AAC related to that.
And model, so much things where they're not even looking, they don't care, they're not interested. They are, and you just need to keep modeling it for them. Have it as accessible as you can, with what works for your family, and don't beat yourself up. Make errors, do it. Have as many people engage as. Have brothers and sisters play with it. Have friends and cousins and nephews. Have it not this thing that's this obsolete thing that's just them. Have everyone use it, so then our angels will see this is okay, this is communication, this is cool, they all want to see it.
So now that we know how important it is to model AAC without expectation of a response, how exactly do we do this? Well, there is a bit of a roadmap here. Model AAC, invite a response, notice their response via any modality, respond, keep modeling AAC. Let's talk about 3 categories that will help you model AAC without expectation of a response. Open-ended questions, open-ended best guess, keep the conversation going phrases. After ample modeling of AAC using previously discussed strategies such as say what you see and think aloud, you may offer an open-ended question. These differ from closed questions because closed questions have right and wrong answers. What is that? Who is the main character? When do you go to lunch? Open-ended questions may have a variety of responses and lend themselves to discussion. Open-ended questions may be general, such as, what do you think about that? How does that make you feel? They may be related to an experience such as, tell me something that happened. What did you learn about? Or they may ask for an opinion or connect with other things they know. What part do you find interesting? What are your ideas? What does that make you think of? Now, it may seem like these are too abstract for a clear response, but that is kind of the point. If you've been modeling AAC, your AAC learner has seen you using words related to the topic and what you are asking. There is no right answer, so it gives them an opportunity to try out some of the words related to the topic without getting it wrong. Even as an AAC learner who mostly explores can take a turn, or you can provide meaningful feedback. An open-ended best guess allows you to suggest what they might mean in a respectful way. Your AAC learner may accept or reject your guess. I wonder statements are a wonderful way to move the conversation forward by suggesting a response they would be likely to make, especially if you know them well. You said no about the dog. I wonder if you're trying to tell me the dog did something bad. It is also a way to check in when responding to their body language and facial expressions to see if your interpretation of what they are expressing resonates with them. I wonder if you're trying to tell me you are tired and want to go to bed. Another way to offer an open-ended best guess is to make a connection with someone, something, an activity, or an experience. You could say, maybe it reminds you of camping or the beach, or it is like Grandma's kitty. Lastly, sometimes we just need a toolkit of responses that we can pull from to keep the conversation going. You might observe your AAC learner, their posture, expression, and say what you see. I can see you thinking, looking. If they don't respond, just pick up the conversation and keep going. You might give an out. You look tired. Maybe you want a break, or you don't seem to have an opinion on this one. Let's see what Dad thinks. Or offer your own opinion. I think it is funny, or scary, or interesting. You may also just keep modeling AAC. I'm going to keep telling you all about my day, but let me know if you have something you want to tell me. Modeling without expectation of a response often requires us to reflect on our interactions and shift our assumptions about how to engage with our AAC learners. Interestingly, this can often create more balanced interactions because the give and take is natural and responsive. It will take practice, but don't get discouraged. This roadmap will help you find your way to easier and more fun opportunities to engage with AAC.